What is up, my bearded bros? Bearded Maniac here with another NBA game, or NFL game picks, I should say, and we're gonna mix in power rankings at the same time to make this one video. Since it's week 15, we only got 3 weeks left. I figured shorten it because there's not gonna be too much movement the rest of the week. So doing just power rankings, it's kind of boring. So I'm gonna mix them in with the game picks and get a little bit more discussion. Might be a longer video, but bear with me. The first game we have is tonight's game, New York Jets at the Baltimore Ravens. The 25th ranked New York Jets at the 1st ranked Baltimore Ravens. Buffalo Bills almost upset Baltimore last week, but Baltimore held on strong. As you can see on the Thursday prime time, 5-8 against 11-2. It should be a good game, and by a good game, it's always fun to see the Jets lose, in my opinion. And then you have the 6th ranked New England Patriots taking on the 32nd ranked Cincinnati Bengals for me. Movement there would be the New England Patriots dropping 2, and the Jets actually gained 3 spots. I forgot to mention that for the last one. And so far, that's the only 2 teams to move out of these 4. And you have Tampa Bay at 18, taking on Detroit at 27. I'm picking the Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road, by the way. And I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens. Tampa Bay at 18 gained 1 spot from the previous week, and Detroit at 27 dropped 2 spots. So, 2 teams possibly heading in opposite directions. Tampa Bay I did struggle with, I will admit, due to the Mike Evans injury, looking to not be playing for the rest of the year, which obviously affects them. And I think realistically, I think they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I am not sure. They might have a sliver of a chance. And then you have Chicago, ranked 14, gaining 2 spots, against Green Bay, ranked 3rd, gaining 3 spots. After a close win to Washington, this team is starting to look more solid, more complete, so that's why I moved them up so much. I'm picking Green Bay at home. And you have Houston, who fell to the 10th spot, dropping 3 after losing to Denver, going to Tennessee to take on a divisional rival in the Tennessee Titans, who stayed at 13. This game is big for the division, and I'm picking the Houston Texans in the upset over the Tennessee Titans on the road. These 2 teams, I believe, face each other twice in the next 3 weeks, which could very well decide the matchup. Because honestly, whoever wins both matchups, like if someone wins both games, they're guaranteed the division at this point, I think. So it should be good. And then you got the 21st ranked Denver Broncos, who gained 2 spots after that upset over Houston, facing Kansas City, who's ranked 7th, gaining 2 spots as well. Still ever climbing, possibly going to hit the top 4 by the end of the year. And I'm picking Kansas City at home. And then you have the 30th ranked Miami Dolphins against the 31st ranked New York Giants. I'm picking the Giants at home, solely because they are at home. And then you have the 19th ranked Philadelphia Eagles, who gained 2 spots against the Washington Redskins, ranked 29th, who didn't move at all. I'm picking the Redskins in the upset because I am a crazy motherfucker. And some people might not think Houston is an upset over Tennessee, so why not pick Washington over Philly as an upset? Then you have Seattle, who's ranked number 4, currently dropping 1 spot after a tough loss against Carolina, who's ranked 23rd, also dropping 1 spot as well, picking Seattle on the road. And you have Jacksonville, who's ranked number 26, dropping 2 spots against Oakland, ranked 20th, dropping 3 spots after a tough loss for them as well. I am picking Oakland at home to win this game and stay alive, possibly in the playoffs, at least for a wild card. Then you have Cleveland, who's number 15, gaining 3 spots against Arizona, who's number 28th, dropping 1 spot as well. Cleveland was tough to place due to the revelation of the sports hernia for Odell Beckham. I'm leaving them here just because I do think they are middle of the pack. Where they rank, though, based on consistency, I should say they deserve the chip. Their run game has been more consistent than Dallas and Indy, and their receivers, at least Jarvis Landry, has been more consistent than Amari Cooper, and I'd say T.Y. Hilton, but he hasn't been the same lately anyway. And then you have Minnesota, who's ranked number 8, gaining 2 spots against the Chargers, ranked number 22nd, dropping 2 spots. I'm going to pick Minnesota on the road here. I think this should be a good game. It should run through Dalvin Cook, take the pressure off Kirk Cousins, and I think it could be close. Could very well be close. Then you have the Rams at Dallas. Rams 11th, staying pretty down pat. It's hard to crack that top 10 when you got teams like Houston, Buffalo, Minnesota, and Kansas City in the bottom half for me. Well, in New England in the bottom half for me. But I think they're right there. If they can be more consistent, use Todd Gurley more, Jared Goff play consistently, I think they definitely have a chance. And you got Dallas at number 16, dropping 2 spots, losing 3 straight because it's absolutely hilarious. They are 6-7, by the way. And then you have the Atlanta Falcons at number 24, gaining 2 spots, so they're climbing up slowly, versus San Fran, number 2. So a ranking difference of 22. I believe that's the second largest margin this week, right behind the Baltimore and New York Jets. I'm picking San Fran at home, obviously. Their defense could struggle against Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley if Matt Ryan doesn't succumb to the pass rush, which I think he will. Bold prediction, San Fran gets 10 sacks in this game against Matt Ryan. And then you got Buffalo at Pittsburgh. This game is tough. I'm picking Buffalo on the road. The 9th-ranked Buffalo Bills dropping a spot after a tough loss, but they did lose to the Ravens. And Pittsburgh, number 12, gaining or staying right where they are. If Pittsburgh beats Buffalo, they got really good position for that wild card, possibly the 5th seed. And honestly, the 5th seed compared to the 6th seed this year could be huge, because you're looking at the possible division winners being obviously Kansas City, Baltimore, New England, and Houston. I'm just saying as of now. And there's a big difference between taking on Houston and taking on Kansas City in the first round. So if you're Pittsburgh and you're in the 6th seed like you are right now, and you have to go to Kansas City, and if you win, you have to go to Baltimore, I would not want that in back-to-back weeks. So I think this is a must-win game for Pittsburgh. I'm still picking Buffalo, though. Which, as a Patriots fan, I really shouldn't be picking Buffalo because, realistically, we need Buffalo to lose with a head-to-head matchup with them coming up next week. But, yeah, you know, I don't use my bias when it comes to game picks much. And then you have Indy at number 17, who dropped 2 spots against New Orleans at number 5, who, although they lost to San Fran, I think they definitely jumped New England. And being an idiot like I am, they jumped New England long ago. I was just hesitant. But New Orleans at number 5, I'm picking them on the road. And that is it. Those are all 32 teams. If you have any questions about the game picks themselves or the actual rankings of the teams that I rattled off while reading it, just let me know in the comment section down below. If you are even watching this at this point, I'll happily answer any question related to the games themselves. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.